without a song. Bing Crosby sound like Bob without a song. Sinatra couldn't even get a job. It's 10-1. He'd just be another slob without a song. Honey, without a song. Without a hit, where would Elvis Presley be? Without a hit, honey, I'd feel sorry for Brenda Lee. You must admit, they'd be just like you and me, without a song. Without a song. Of course, they had their ups and their downs until finally they found the key to success. That's all you need. And if you're asking me, are they happy? The answer is yes. I never know what makes people think so small. I never know what makes Niagara fall. But honey, this is one thing I know. I wouldn't have no act at all without a song. Without a song. I'd be a drag without a gag. In fact, I couldn't get on without a song. Honey, I wouldn't be nothing. Thank you, children and home folks and kin folks, 'cause nearly everybody in Washington's kin to me. And my old man must have got around. I'm telling you, I'm glad to be at home. And I had my first real meal in months. My niece cooked me some hog maw and some crackling cornbread and a few greens on the side. Thank the Lord, I'm talking to people that know what I'm talking about. I was up on 16th Street and picking to get the bus, to come and work. And an old lady was standing with her little dog, some rich old lady was standing there with her little dog, waiting for the bus. When the bus came, she started on the bus. The man said, I'm very sorry, but they bring no dog on the bus. They don't allow dogs on the bus. She says, well, my little Fifi must go where I go. He's a very nervous dog, and I'm going to take my dog. She said, no, lady, you can't bring no dog on the bus. Oh, she raised Cain. She said, you know what you can do with your old bus, don't you? He said, yeah, you do the same thing with the dog and you can ride. Speaking about riding, some of the gay boys hired a bus to go out last summer. Went down to get say, you can take the bus and leave the drivers to us. I've been all over the world since I've been here. You wonder how come Mom don't come home and play at home sometime? Mom done got citation, Carnegie Hall, gold record and thing, but Mom has been busy with my government, because I love them. They had me going all over the world. So much trouble in the world, in different parts of the world, until I just been going straightening out this, straightening out that. You understand what I mean? Some of my hometown people been talking about me. They even said that I'd president. I'm not president. I'm not. But I don't like no old man. I don't give a damn what color he is. I want to go with Brooke Benton, that's my business. I'm married an old man, and I was nothing but a child, and he was dead as a doornail. Don't be like my old man was. I told him one day, I said, you're sick, why don't you take out some insurance? He said, I ain't gonna take out a damn bit. I said, when I die, I want it to be a sad day for everybody. His suspenders was bigger than he was. That's the truth. And he was so weak. One day he went to pop his finger and broke his wrist. One day he bit down on a pancake and got lockjaw. I said to him one day, I said, I'm going, we were invited up in the country for the weekend. I said, you know anything about the country? He said, sure. I know all about the country. In fact, I used to live in the country when I was a boy. I said, when you was a boy, everybody lived in the country. But man, you talk about a cat. Down at the Greyhound bus station, you know, this cat waiting for a bus to go to New York. He walk around the station. You seen one of them little machines, you know, like you put a dime in or a nickel in and get your fortune told, you know, and also get your weight. So he went and stepped up on the scale, put his dime in, little card come out. Say, you are a Negro, your weight is 185 pounds, you're on your way to New York, your bus leaves in 20 minutes. He said, can you beat that? I know somebody looking in my pocket, knowing that much about my business. And he happened to look over and he saw an Indian standing in front of one of the cigar stands, you know. The Indian had all his headpiece and everything. He said, hey, Indian, say, come here a minute. I'm going to see about this. Indian came over, he said, here, I want to put a dime in there. Let me see how much you weigh. Get up on them scales there. So the Indian got up on the scales, he put the dime in, card came out, says, you're an Indian, you're from the Cherokee tribe, your weight is 146 pounds, you'll soon be going back to the reservation. Indian looked at him and said, He said, well, I'm be doggone, I've seen, they tell me they got some, Say, Indian, lend me that thing you got on your head a minute in that blanket. The cat took the headpiece and put on his head, pulled it way down, wrapped his blanket around him, way up around his ears, you know, like this. Tipped up on the scale, dropped a dime in, card came out, said, you're still a Negro. Your weight is 165 pounds. You was on your way to New York, but you fooled around with that damn Indian and missed your bus. out on the corner the other night, you know, talking loud and drawing a crowd and beating up his gum, you know, one of the smart hip cats, you know. So the police come by and gave him some big talk and they locked him up for vagrants. The cat, one of these smart cats, you know. Next one went up in front of the judge. Judge said, where you work? He said, here now. I said, what do you do? I said, this and that. Judge say, when do you work? He said, now and then. Judge said, take him away, lock him up. He said, wait a minute, Judge, what you talking about? When am I going to get out of here? The judge said, sooner or later. In doing Mom's traveling around the world and everything, I took a trip down to talk to some of the officials, you know, of this movement that's going on now down there. And after I left the meeting and went back to my hotel, I wrote an opera. And with the assistance of Luther, I will try to do the opera. Luther, the opera. Wait a minute, Luther. Hear him, don't you? Listen at him. Luther! I never said I wanted to shout. I said I wanted to sing an opera. Somebody's got to go and it ain't gonna be me. But you can kind of tell by his name, you know, he's not well. Luther. 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 Anybody can say, get drunk and say, just open your mouth and run out. Luther, I want a real opera, darling, the one that I wrote in BAM. Come on, Lil. The opera. I am here to tell the story of a right religious man who went down to face the Ku Klux with the Bible in his hand. He stands to fight for civil rights that spread throughout the land, and the kids are going marching on. Glory, glory, Martin Luther. Thank the Lord for Martin Luther. Things are better than they used to since the kids are marching on. Rock-a-bye baby in Alabama. If you're not white, they couldn't care less. Don't worry about guns or dogs or police. The NAACP will get your release. Glory, glory, Martin Luther. Thank the Lord for Martin Luther. Things are much better than they used to since the kids are marching on. Hello. Here we go round the Mabley bush. Get that first in the Georgia rush. Bring your doll, your ball and bat, 'cause you'll be in jail in the morning. 1, 2, 3, oh Larry, little kid, don't be weary. Last one in jail's a buried like the usher in the corner. We're as good as them, we know. The Constitution tells us so. They can't tell us where we belong because we are right and they are wrong. Yes, Martin Luther loves us. Yes, Adam Powell loves us. Even down to the army loves us, 'cause the government told them to. Yeah. But if they gonna free us, then why don't they go ahead and free us? All the way. Let them keep on saying what they're saying, and we'll just keep on praying. Come what may. Who knows what the color under the skin is? Only a fool can say. But if they're gonna free us, then why not go ahead and free us right away? And I mean all the way. Go down, Bobby, way down in Dixieland. Tell old Jim Crow to let my people go.